Now, among the issues that will be discussed by the U.S. and African leaders is how to invest in the youth of Africa. America is investing huge sums of money in young African leaders under the Young African Leaders Initiative. Among them, Nola Mashaba, a YALI fellow from South Africa. Ms. Mashaba, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Vincent.
you got the first place. I mean, you were there before the African presidents came in, talking to President Obama, weren't you?
Oh yes,
What a privilege.
it was quite a privilege indeed, because
Yeah.
you were sitting with 500 young leaders,
Yes.
and I happened to raise my hand,
Yes.
and he picked on me, and then
Yeah.
I posed the question.
That's right.
It was quite a great opportunity.
I watched you from this from the studio here. Now, one question is, as a young African leader, what is it you think this particular conference, this summit, should focus on as relates to the young leaders of Africa?
Okay. There has been quite a number of issues that are being addressed. One, yes, Africa is booming. It has been perceived to be the last frontier in terms of economic growth. And there are quite a number of projects that the different governments are currently focusing on. Infrastructure is a big part of it, agriculture, industrialization, as well as energy. And during that whole process of coming up with the different initiatives that Africa as well as America can partner in to take their countries forward, obviously you cannot neglect the youth, because at this point in time, when I speak about South Africa alone, the youth is currently sitting at 28% of unemployment. And one way of dealing with that situation is a matter of creating employment. And how do we create employment? One, with all of the projects that currently exist, that every government is currently looking on, how do we involve the youth? How do we create jobs for that youth? And nothing can go ahead without making sure that we address those issues of making sure that we create employment for the youth.
Now, for many of the African leaders, they say, well, we are addressing these issues. We are working so hard to make sure that the young people get jobs. What do you think is missing in practically implementing some of those great ideas?
Okay, looking at it from a government point of view, of course, government can't be the main employer. They can only be an enabler of an environment in which organizations can operate, as well as to make sure that the youth have opportunities to get employment. And at the same time, you do have corporates that are currently running, but they're employing less and less people, and most of them are actually streamlining. The one thing that is currently missing is that youth needs to start creating their own employment opportunities.
But there has to be a conducive environment.
Yes, definitely. That's when government comes in. And if I have an organization or a company that I would like to start, I won't be in a situation where I can afford to say, I'm in the rural areas, there's a farming opportunity, where do I get the money? Because if I were to go to the bank, what would they say? I don't have the collateral, I don't have any deposits, I have nothing to my name, but the opportunity is there. But if, for example, there could be a fund that assists in making sure that finance is available for the youth to create those opportunities within their own communities, it's one way. It will be one way of addressing it.
Very quickly, I was very impressed with President Obama having this town hall meeting, even last time when he did it in South Africa. Do you think it would be extremely beneficial if African leaders can actually have moments when they sit with the young people, young leaders, and discuss some of these issues openly?
Definitely, it would be a great platform. It has proven to be a great platform here, where we're able to talk directly with the president and raise our issues. The one thing that we need to go back and do is to continue that momentum, talk to our leaders. In South Africa, there's a ministry that has been formed. It's called the Ministry of Small Business Development, that will create a platform for the youth to communicate directly with the government and share information and challenges that we get to face in the market.
Because the truth is that young people have actually great ideas that sometimes the leaders don't even know about, and
yes,
they need to express
true.
this.
Yes, that is true.
I wish we had all day. We would like to talk to you a little more, but maybe next time.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Nola Mashaba.
Thank you so much.
Well, Nola Mashaba is a Young African Leaders Initiative Fellow from South Africa.